Yes, good afternoon, my viewers. Welcome to my discussion today. I'm fine this afternoon. I'm good. I hope also you are doing well. And before maybe we start our discussion, I would request you to press the button below and subscribe to my channel. You can also like, share, and also comment. Let us engage one another. Let us get to learn from each other by way of commenting, and of course we comment in a positive way. We are here to learn from each other. Yes, and thank you, my viewers, because I can see that I'm continuing to have many viewers, and I'm glad. I know there are other people who are going to also continue viewing. Therefore, subscribe, comment, like, and share. Now, today I want us to discuss about those moms who leave their kids with their mothers, and maybe they go and look for employment, or they get jobs in towns. That is what I want to discuss today. And I want to say that when single moms get employment, it is always good when you go and get settled to go back for your kid. Okay, sometimes situations demand that you leave the kid behind with your mom, and that is the grandmother to the kid, your sister, your brother, a relative. You leave the kid behind. What I want to say when you get employment, don't forget your kid, because what some moms are doing, they are leaving behind their kids. They go and start another life in town. They forget that they have children. And maybe the person you have left your child with is an old mom, is an old grandma. We have heard of cases whereby a woman left a child with her grandmother. She does not provide. She forgets about her or him. And you know how back in the village life is. Life in the village nowadays is very hard, because as at now we are experiencing a lot of drought. Therefore, there is no much food there. There are few activities. The production of maybe things like milk has gone down. Therefore, you find that maybe the little milk the people are getting cannot even be sold so that you get some cash to buy other things. There is drought somehow. The production is very low. Therefore, when you get employment, remember your kid and your mother back in the village. And if it is possible, when you get settled, go get your kid. The only person who can show your kid love is you, not anybody else. A mother's love is very special. Get attached to your kid. Don't forget her. Because what people are doing, you go to town, you start another life, you rent a house, you stay there, and you pretend that you don't have a kid back in the village. And you even start relationships. You get a fiancé, you get a boyfriend, you get a husband, whatever. And you don't involve this person, you don't tell him that you have a kid back in the village, and you start arranging things. You start arranging how dowry will be paid, how you will do a wedding, but you don't say that you have a kid. You even go to an extent of telling your kid that he or she should not call you mom when you go home with visitors, because you don't want the guy maybe to hate on you because you have a kid, because of course you cheated him that you don't have a baby. And now you start planning, and when now you are finalizing things, the worst happens. And let me tell you, people, if there is somebody who is investigated before a marriage, before a wedding is conducted, it is the lady. Investigations of your life are done by whoever people. They get to know every detail of you. And the guy is told that, did the girl tell you that she has a baby? The guy says, no, I was not involved. She said she doesn't have a baby. And that is when your wedding is cancelled during the last announcement in church. That is where you get depression. That is where you get pressure. That is where you feel like you want to take your life away because you refused to speak the truth. So therefore, always learn to speak the truth, embrace your kids, love them, go for them, stay with them. Even if you live in a single-roomed house or a mad house, take your kids and stay with them there. Nowadays, there are schools all over, even public schools, they are all over the estates, in towns. It is not necessary that you take your kid to a school that is very far from home, whereby they will have to board a vehicle or a school bus. Take your kid to a school, a walking distance school, whereby he will be taking himself and coming back without necessarily incurring expenses. Stay with your kids, love them, and don't forget that they are your future. Invest in your kids. Invest with them, because one day they will remember that you left them, and it will really be painful. You will hear even some kids, they don't know their mothers. They will always call their grandmother's mom, and when you go to the village, they will call you by your name because they don't know you. They know your mother, they know the grandmother. It is really embarrassing that when you go to the village, for example, if I had left my children, I go back to the village and I hear my daughter or my son calling me Naomi, I would really feel bad and embarrassed. Stay with your kid. Tell him or her you are the mother. Make him know everything. Don't hide anything from your child. Have time with your child. Educate them, feed them, give them a good life. Don't go to town and start slaying, start engaging in so many bad things, pretending you're single, you don't have a kid. No, take your children, carry your burden. Sorry to say that it is a burden, but stop burdening people. Stop burdening your old mom. Stop burdening your relatives. We have had cases whereby relatives are mistreating children, beating them, not giving them food. So many things we have had. So, take your kid with you, go live with him or her, and do the necessary. I like giving examples. There was a certain woman, let me call her woman, long time ago, who came for employment in town, and she left behind her kids with the mom. And so the kids were brought up by the mother, and she lived in town. She did her work, and retirement came. As you all know, when retirement comes, you have to go back maybe to your village, or now you stay at home because the job has come to an end. Now this woman, when the job ended, she fell sick. And of course, when you're not in employment, you lack cash, you lack money to upkeep you the way you are living, the kind of life you are living when you're in employment. And so this woman remembered, oh, I had children. So she started looking for them, and she started looking for her daughter, who of course had already gotten a job. She was educated by the relatives. She went for primary school, high school. She got a good employment. And so the mother came to her office. She found the receptionist and she told the receptionist, I want to see so and so. Tell her it is her mother. So the receptionist went to the office, found the lady, and told her there is a woman looking for you here, and she tells me that she's your mother. The lady told the receptionist, go back and tell her to wait for me to finish with the other clients, and then she'll come. So time went, and the woman became impatient. So she went straight into the office and found the lady and told her, it is me, your mother, who has come, and I wanted to see you. So the lady told the mother, no, I must finish with the clients first, and then when your turn comes, you'll come in and tell me whatever you want to tell me. So the lady waited until in the evening, and her turn to get into the office came, and she entered. The lady asked her, what made you to come and see me after all these years? So the mother told her that she came because the job had come to an end. She had retired and she's really sick. She wants help from her and she's really sorry because they were not seeing each other. The lady told her, no, go back. Me, I don't know you. I know my grandmother. She's the one who raised me, educated me with their relatives. And those ones are the ones that I know who took care of me. For you, I don't know. I shall look into it some other day. Kindly leave. So the woman went weeping, and when she went and involved relatives. She gave them the story. And so this lady was called. She was told to forgive her and forget whatever happened. Yes, she forgave the mother, of course. But unfortunately, it didn't take long. Because of the illness, the mom left them. She died. What do I want to say? Stop ignoring your kids, especially when they are young. They don't forget. They won't forget. Any kind of mistreatment you give them as a mother, as a mom, they are going to remember. But if you do them good, they will also remember. So moms, take care of your kids. Whatever little that you're earning, have it with your kids, invest in them. There are also these people who are going to look for greener pastures in other countries, let's say in Qatar, Dubai, Saudi Arabia, USA. And that one is understandable because maybe the visa does not allow you to travel with your kid and you leave your kid behind. What I would like to say, when leaving your child, leave him or her with a responsible person, a trusted person, a person whom you can trust your child with. Don't just leave your kid to anybody. No. Like I think last week but one, I read somewhere in social media. I don't know how true it was, but it seemed like it was true. A lady had gone to work outside the country and she was sending money to the relatives to take care of her kids. So she stayed for 2-3 years outside, and when she came back, she found her kid with tattered clothes. It was really painful. She really wept. It was a very bad scenario. So when you're leaving your kids, it is good to look for greener pastures, of course. Leave your kid with a responsible person. Leave your kid with a trusted person. A person whom you know. If you send money for buying food, it is for buying food and not anything else. If it is money for buying your kid clothes, it is buying for your kid clothes and nothing else, because some people are taking advantage. They are taking advantage. You go for work outside the country, and normally the jobs they are outside, they are for contracts. You have to stay maybe for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and before the contract ends, you cannot come. So don't take advantage. Those taking advantage of those people, stop. And you people working, I think there are banks all over. Even if you have to send money back home, send for the upkeep of the baby or the child. Bank the rest of the money. Money cannot rot in the bank. No. Keep it there, and when you come back, you will do something sensible back home. Don't just give all your money to your relatives. Some of them even pretend that they want to construct a house for you. They send you pictures of a house that is not there. You go to a neighbor's plot. They take pictures and selfies. They send to you and they tell you this is where the house has reached. And when you come after 5 years, you will only start weeping because there will be no house. So trust somebody. Look for somebody trustworthy. Also make sure that you communicate with your child. Nowadays you can communicate with anybody, anywhere. Buy a nice phone for your mother, if it is your mother that you are leaving your kid with. Video call them. Talk to them. Ask him or her, what is happening back home? Are you okay? Talk to them. Don't just go and keep quiet, and after 5 years, that is when you are coming. You will be really surprised. Therefore, do things wisely. Do things wisely. Thank you.